everybody, welcome to Coffee and Creative Planners with Terry. My name is Terry and I am your Tula XII Brand Ambassador. Today what I thought it would be fun to do is come to you live, introduce myself so you can put a face with the name, and also put together a self-care planner. So we're going to follow the Tula XII Easy 1, 2, 3 step process, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So let's go ahead and get started. First, what I'm going to do is show you the top of my desktop here and our step 1, our step 2, and our step 3. First thing I'm going to do though is introduce you to the insert. So I'm actually going to put step 1 over here to the side for just a second. Now, Tula XII has over 90 different combinations of inserts, and there is definitely something for everybody other than just a simplified calendar or schedule. That is not what we're necessarily all about. So what I'd love to do is share what I have put together. I have 6 different inserts here that I thought would make a fun self-care planner, especially because we're getting ready to all go back out into the world, and it's going to be nice to have that 15 or 20 minutes to just kind of check in with yourself, make sure you're still doing okay. So the first one that I have chosen, and these are not in specific order yet, but the first one I chose was Health Wellness. Now the front cover of this is our beautiful wildflowers, and the inside of this is a ton of information, as you can see. So they are single pages as you go through. So there's one page or one day per page. So this will last you about a month because there's about 30 pages in here for it. So you put the date. You can do meal planning here, or you can just keep track of like a food log over here. Then you've got your water intake. You've got vitamins or any supplements that you might be taking. This is just kind of a little checklist. If there's certain things throughout the day that you need to do to make sure that you're staying healthy for yourself, you might just want to put those there. It could be something as simple as even going for a run or something like that. You also have an activity tracker down here that you can use, and then you've got a sleep tracker and then also your mood tracker. I love this insert. There are so many fun things that you can do with it, and I will come back once I start using it and share exactly how I'm using that for you so that you can see that in a couple of weeks. I'll go through that with you. But I love this one because you have so many different options for so many different things. So this one again is called Health and Wellness, and our beautiful wildflower front design cover on that one. The next one is Mental Health. Now this is our beautiful sage stripe. I love the sage stripes. They're so pretty. This one is really one that you can play with and truly make your own. Now it's really about your mood, right? What am I tracking and what month am I in? This one's going to last you a while because this tracker is for an entire month. So this one will last you a whole year unless you have multiple things that you want to track all at one time. Then you can use multiple pages in order to do that. I think I'm going to use this as an additional mood tracker. I like that it's got 3 separate areas already around the circle for you. So morning, afternoon, evening. You can color code it and have something fun for your moods that you want to track. You have a key down here that you can do, and you can have, I mean, this shows 12 different ones. You could actually have more than that, but I think 12 is probably a lot, so that's probably more than enough. And then you've got notes over here. So if you find yourself in a pattern where, you know, maybe you're meh, or you're just not feeling it, or it's been a bad couple of days, you can put some notes over here and just kind of write what's going on, or maybe it's a way for you to also look for opportunities to make things better. So I love the layout of this one also, and again, it's like this all throughout. So this entire section would be for 1 month. This one will last you a whole year, and this one's called Mental Health, again with our beautiful sage stripe design on there. Now this one is just a fun one because everybody needs to have just a little bit of fun in their life, right? This is our coloring book, and this is our beautiful spring collection. So I'm just going to flip through the pages here. The quality of the paper is really good. So you could use markers, you can use colored pencils, you can use Copic markers, whatever you want to use, you can use on here, and they are absolutely gorgeous. Look how pretty these are. Look at those beautiful flowers. I mean, not flowers, feathers. The beach scene over here, they are just gorgeous. And I love the fact that each one is just a little bit different, and you can work on them like just a little bit at a time. I often come in and just do like one flower, and then I'll come back another time and do another part of it. So this will last me quite a while because I never finish one picture in one sitting, but that's just me. So let's go through the front real quickly so you can see some of those also. Beautiful, beautiful designs in here. Lots of pretty things to color. just a fun little addition to any type of a self-care planner. So pretty. I love this one. So this is our plum cover. And again, this is coloring book. Now these are all medium size too. I should have mentioned that. So 5x7 type size is what these are. The next one is Goals and Habits. Now this is our raspberry stripe, which is updated to the new pink color that we have. And this one will also last you, depending on how you use it, this could last you a whole year also, because this is done a month at a time. And this is really where you can focus on some of the goals that you might have for yourself. If you want to break some habits, if you want to create some habits, this is a good place to do it because you can see it. And if you're visual like I am, I need to see everything. I love to check off boxes because that holds me accountable. So you can make a little paragraph here or just some bullet points about what your goals and your notes are. Then you can start some weekly habits that you need to track. And you've got week 1, week 2, week 3, all the way up to week 5, if that happens to be how many weeks are in the month. And you can just have a couple of those there. But then over to this side is your daily habits to track. And you'll see that it's day 1 all the way down to day 31. And you've got plenty of room to get started on a healthy habit track. So I love this. I love the boxes to check off. You can start with just one habit. When you feel like you've mastered that, you can add another one. And it'll be fun as time goes on during the month and during the year to just kind of flip through and see how far you've gotten, right? Maybe in the beginning you're only getting a couple of these done a week, but as you turn back and you've made it a real habit, you're getting it done more and more. So this is going to be a really good one if you want to start to get some healthy habits in. And again, this is the raspberry stripe, and this one's called Goals and Habits. Next, we have our food tracker, and this is our beautiful periwinkle design. I love this front cover. Periwinkle is one of my favorite colors. I love the combination of the deep blue and the purple together. It's just so pretty. Now, our food tracker is actually really cool. I love the way that you can break this down. So if you're looking from left to right, you can see breakfast, you can see lunch, you can see dinner, and then you can see snacks. Now, depending on what you might be tracking, some people track points if they're doing like a Weight Watchers program. Other people will track carbs. Other people will track sugars. You don't have to track anything specifically if you don't want to, but if you do, there's a total place, a total column over here where you can add those up and make sure that you're staying on goal for yourself. Otherwise, you can use this as a food tracker and you can just look at it and say, okay, I've been eating like crap for breakfast. I need to do something about that. Or, we've done a lot of carry out for dinner because it's that time of year, baseball season or what have you. So you can just kind of look at this and see where there's room for improvement for healthy eating habits also. Great also for your family. You can use this. You could also use this as a meal plan if you wanted to, and then just kind of check off that you actually did the things that you said you were going to do. So this is a really nice one just to keep track of what you're actually feeding yourself. And like I said, if you need to count carbs or points or anything like that, you've got the total columns over there also. So this is a good one. This one has one entire week on a 2-page spread. So you're going to have plenty of room in that. And this one is called Food Track, and it is in the beautiful periwinkle. And then last but not least, I have our beautiful tie-dye. I absolutely love this design. It is so pretty with all of the bright colors in there. And this one is your measurements. Now, a lot of people don't like to do this. I gotta tell you, I'm not really a fan, but it is purposeful. And for that reason, it's very functional, and I've decided to include it in my self-care planner. Now, this one is also, you can do this a month at a time. You can write down what your goal is. If you are or looking to lose weight or even gain weight, sometimes people need to gain weight. This is a good place to just kind of measure it out, right? And you don't necessarily need to do it every day. Maybe you do it, there's 5 boxes here, so this is really kind of designed for once a week because you have your month goal there. You can have some notes here in terms of if there are things that are working for you, if there are things that aren't working for you. Maybe you've changed your exercise regimen or your food regimen or things like that. You can go ahead and keep some notes so that when you look at the actual numbers, you know what they're correlating to. And then I love this box right here. This is your accomplishments box. So as you're achieving those goals and as you are really working towards them and working hard to get them done, give yourself some kudos, right? Do some accomplishments in here. I love that. I love shout outs, and I love the fact that I have some place I can shout out myself in here too. So these pages again are all the same, but it gives you lots of opportunity to keep track of everything. So this one is called Measurement, and this is our beautiful tie-dye color. So those are the 6 that I picked out to include in my self-care planner. Now let's talk about the quality of the inserts really quickly before we go to step one, which is choose your cover. The paper is amazing. So I mentioned with the coloring book pages, you can use so many different types of mediums to use in here. So you can use markers, you can use pencils, you can use pens, you can use roller pens, you can use gel pens. I use highlighters and washi tape and stickers. I mean, I use all the things and I never have any bleed through. Our paper is a lightweight cardstock, and I'm going to be quiet for 1 second so you can see that and hear that. It's really thick, so I've never had any bleed through, which is really important to me. I'm a bit of a paper snob, so I love the fact that I can use so many different types of things on here. That's really important to me. So let's go ahead and talk about step one, which is our cover. So step one is choose your cover. Today I am choosing one of our interchangeable cover systems, and I have the denim back cover, again in the size medium. So these are wonderful because if you can zip a jacket, you can use this cover set, and I'm going to explain how amazing this is in 1 second, but let's talk about the back side of this cover first. So you'll see that your spine is reinforced. You've got some extra stitching here. You've got your elastic closure. You also have your elastics that are connected from the inside, and you have 3 pockets on your back cover. So you've got a full half pocket, a diagonal pocket, little baby pocket here, which is perfect for business cards, stamps, extra pens, and then an elastic pen loop. All of our covers do come with the elastic pen loop. 100%. They had me at the elastic pen loop. I'm forever losing my pens. Then on this particular one, because this is a classic style, you also have 4 elastic bands here, which means I could actually get 8 different inserts in here, but I'm only adding 6 for now. So that is how our back cover is designed for the interchangeable set. It also has a zipper down the side. Now our front cover also has a zipper. It usually has some kind of either beautiful design or solid. This is our new sunflowers, which was released in May. This is a limited edition, so there's a good chance these are still available. If not, there are going to be other ones you can choose from if you're watching this at a later date. When you flip it over, look at the detail of this. I love the sunflowers. So you've got the whole design on the inside pocket there, a nice scalloped pocket, and then just our little medallion there, which is absolutely adorable. So this is how the front cover of our interchangeable covers are designed. 1 pocket and your zipper. Now, I mentioned if you can zip a jacket or anything, you can use these covers very easily. All we're going to do is line this up, hold it from the bottom, zip it up right from the back, and now we have a 1-piece cover. That's how easy it is. Now, if you are visual like me, this becomes really important because I can guarantee you in a couple of months, I'm going to want to change this cover, if not next month when we get our new releases, just because I absolutely love change and I love to use different patterns and textures and things. So that's why I actually, when I picked these out, I picked all different colors because it's going to be inside and I'm okay with that. Now, when you first get your interchangeable cover or a classic cover, I'm going to tell you to break the spine. Break the spine. People are like, what? Why would you do that? Because it's going to help, trust me. When you fold this over and just kind of give it a good press down there, it is going to help keep the shape a lot easier for you. And again, this is the medium, so this is a 5 by 7. So I'm just going to show that to you before we put it all together. That's what it's going to look like. All right, so we're going to open that, lay that flat. When the time comes that you want to change your cover, all you're going to need to do is take whatever you have in this pocket out, unzip just like this, and twist it off, and you're going to have everything else right here on your back cover ready to just exchange your first front cover. So it's going to be really easy. Let's go ahead and put this back together. All right, let's go ahead and put our inserts in, and then we're going to talk about accessories. Now, I only need, I think, well, I might need 2. These are jump bands, and if you're going to put more than 4 inserts into one of these covers that has 4 elastics, then you're going to need some jump bands to do that. And I'm about to explain exactly how that works. But first, what we want to do is figure out what order we want these in. Now, this is one of the processes of customizing your very own planner. You get to choose how this looks, not the big box store. And I love that. So I know for me, measurements is probably something that I'm going to do not as often as I probably should, although I'm going to make the attempt because I promised you I would. Food tracker I'm going to put in the front. The coloring book I kind of want to be in the middle. Health and wellness and mental health I want to put in the front also. Goals and habits we're going to put in the back. So we're going to put the coloring right there in the middle, and yeah, food tracker we want first. Okay, so we've got that all sorted out. Let's go ahead and put that together. So you can see I've got 6 different inserts and I've got 4 bands, which means 2 of these are going to be using jump bands. And I'll tell you which ones those are going to be in just one second. So we're going to do food tracker and we're going to do health and wellness. Now, it's very, very easy to use a jump band. It is nothing to be nervous about. All you're going to do is take your jump band, which is a seamless piece of elastic. You're going to open your first insert up to the middle part where you see your staples. Go ahead and put your jump band over just like this. And then you can fold it over and you'll see you'll have some of the jump band right there. You're going to do the same thing with your second insert. You're going to go ahead and find your staples, pull that jump band away from your insert and just slide this one right through. So essentially what I've done is taken that jump band and created one bigger insert, because now when I open this up, this is my halfway point. Then I'm going to go ahead and pick up the elastic band here, slide this through, separate that just a little bit so that it reaches that elastic in between, and fold that over. All set. That's how easy that is. So next thing we're going to do, I'm actually going to keep the next 2 on their own bands. So we're just going to open these up to the middle, find that next elastic band, slide that right through because this one doesn't get a jump band. We're going to do the same thing for our coloring book right there in the middle where the staples are. We're going to go ahead and slide that right through. And now I've got the last 2 and I've got 1 elastic band left, which I know is hard to see because of the color of the back, but you get the idea. We're going to go ahead and open this up and we're going to slide this right over just like we did with that first one. And then we're going to go ahead and do the same thing with this one. Find our staples right there in the middle and slide this right on through. Look how easy that is. Now this is our middle again, remember. So we're going to take that last section of elastic there and just fold that over. And that's how easy it is to put all of your inserts into your Tula 12 cover. How fun is that? Now we could stop right there. We could stop right there very easily and we would be all set. But I like to accessorize things a little bit, so you know it's going to have to be a little bit more than that. I mentioned our elastic pen loops. I love having a pen loop right here because I am forever losing my pens. Now, this is a pen gem. These are the types of pens that we sell. I want to point out that they're just fun and sparkly. So look at the top of the barrel where you see all those pretty little crystal type things. They're absolutely gorgeous. They come in different colors. The bottom of our barrels are solid and these are refillable. So they're just twist opens. We do have blue and black ink refills for these, so you don't have to throw them away. They're the perfect weight because they're not as heavy as those old silver cross pens, but they're also not as light as a Bic pen. So I love the weight of them. I'm also a bit of a pen snob, but my favorite part of our pen gems are the top because they're just so pretty to look at. So when you're sitting here writing, you can see the pretty crystals in the barrel. You can also see the little crystal at the top peeking up at you. It's awesome. I love them. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and slide that right into our elastic loop right there. So that's all set. Now, the one thing that I forgot to grab, let me grab one really quickly because I do want to show you this. Let me grab the sunflower one because that matches our front, is our magnetic clip. Our magnetic clips are amazing. Now I'm going to show you with just one all the different things that you can do with this clip because they are wonderful. So this is our magnetic clip. This is the front, this is the back. This one happens to match our beautiful sunflowers, which is why I grabbed it, but these come in all different varieties, solid patterns, all different things. And the magnets in here are really, really strong. So I'm going to try and be quiet for 1 second. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear it as well, but really, really strong. So a couple of things. This will actually hold an entire insert very easily. But what I do with mine is sometimes I just kind of like to have them at the top because I'm a top page turner. So I will have one in each one of my inserts to just kind of help me find my way quickly. Other people like them at the bottom because they are side page turners or bottom page turners. So I have friends and customers that also get a magnetic clip for each insert, but they stagger them this way, almost like tabs, so that way they just find where they go and they just use it like this. So lots and lots of different ways that you can use these. I'm going to put this one back up here, but you'll definitely want to consider grabbing a few of those magnetic clips to have also. All right, so lastly, our last accessory that I love are our planner charms. This one happens to be our adorable little bee, and he is in like a little orangey mustard color. He's very, very cute. Goes perfect with our little sunflowers here. And I want to show you a couple of different ways that you can, let me zoom that in a little bit, that you can actually put this on your planner. So some people like to just hang it right off the top there on the elastic, which is perfectly fine. That is not necessarily my favorite place to hang them. I like to hang them on the side. Let me do this. I like to hang them on the side because it's a little bit easier, and you don't have to fuss with it like I'm fussing with it now. Sometimes I feel like it gets in your way when it's on there. But if you have an interchangeable cover, you can actually hang it right off the zipper, which makes it really cute because it's right there. Or if you don't have an interchangeable cover and you have a classic or a classic pro cover, which are our one pieces, you can actually hang it, let me get a better grip on this, right off of the elastic right here, and it will just stay put for you right there. And that's actually my place of preference. I love having them just right there. And that's it. That's how easy it is to put together your Tula XII planner. And this one happens to be our self-care that I've created today for you guys. So I hope that you enjoyed this. And I'm just going to show you really quickly one more time how easy it is to take off and change out your interchangeable cover. Everything else is still in the back part of your planner cover. So it's wonderful. If you're like me and you're visual and you just need to change this part every now and then, you can do that very easily and still have everything together for you. So let me go ahead and put this together one more time. It really is that easy to zip and close over with your elastic closure. And again, this is our 5x7, so this is our medium size, just a little bit bigger than my hand. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this demonstration today on how to put together a self-care planner. I will list everything that I've included in the comments so that you can see them. If you have any questions at all, leave me a comment. I will be happy to get back to you. I hope that you all have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for joining. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.